Welcome back, everyone. Today is Midlands Gives, and it is an event that helps to raise money for local nonprofits.
Yes, this 18-hour local online giving challenge hosted by Central Carolina Community Foundation. WIS is the only media partnership happening and joining them today. We're going to check in with our Judy Gatson, who is live from the Central Carolina Community Foundation's office. Judy, you've been at it since before sunrise this morning, getting people excited about donating.
So I hope you guys can hear me okay. If y'all saw me on sunrise this morning, you already know this is my favorite day of the year, Midlands Gives Day. They're kicking off a community celebration. We're going to tell you about that in just a moment. First, I want to introduce you to Erin Johnson, the Vice President of Community Investment, right, Erin, with the Central Carolina Community Foundation. Girl, Midlands Gives Day is here, and it is on and popping today.
Yes, you know, it's our favorite day of the year as well. Oh my gosh, we are having so much fun today. And we've hit record numbers. We're over $3 million in donations already, and we still have hours to go. We're here till midnight, everybody. So hopefully everybody's giving until midnight.
I hope they are. Now, there's some power hours coming up where what you donate can be matched and really be a blessing to so many organizations in our community. We'll tell you about that in just a second. But first, we got everybody coming down. We got the popcorn, the cupcakes, a community celebration, which is really what this day is all about.
That's right. So, you know, the Community Foundation sees ourselves as the Center for Collaborative Philanthropy. And so we're really wanting to bring the community in because this is a community day. This is a community event. So we're bringing our nonprofits, our board members, our donors, anyone who gave today, please come hang out with us. And the Fireflies have a game afterwards. So come spend the whole evening down here at Bull Street.
Well, we're in the first base building up on the 4th floor. And inside, that's where, if you've been following them on social media today and seeing the Facebook Live and all the interviews that really tell you about the heart of this organization and how Midlands Gives came to be about, all that magic is happening in there. We will have interviews throughout the evening. But what about the Power Hour opportunities, Erin, that are still coming up?
Yes, so we still have Aflac Power Hours that are coming up at 7 o'clock and again at 10 o'clock. So be able to go on at that time. A lot of our nonprofits like you to give during that time because the organizations have the highest number of donors. Then they can get an additional $2,000 prize.
And this is what I love about it, you know, and I had my boys do their research. And you know what? If you want to teach your kids that they can be a philanthropist, if they got $10 in their piggy bank, they can be a philanthropist today. You go on the website and you can search for different categories. And there really is something for everyone, depending on where your heart, where your passion is.
You know, I did the same thing for my girls. I actually said to them, I said, what's something that interests you? Where does your heart lie? And they said, one said animals, one said water. So we just searched it up. We put that in the search bar and organizations came up and they identified who they wanted to give to. It's really that easy. And $10, like you said, we all can, not all of us, but a lot of us have $10 that we can give.
Well, I was going to say, if you skip the Starbucks line, you know what I mean?
Exactly
and that's the other thing, too. Giving is about making a little bit of a sacrifice, knowing that you're being a blessing to others in the community. And I loved the big announcement from Dominion this morning because they hit so many different categories: the arts, education, the military, the Black-led organizations that have benefited from this so much. And I heard I think it was Able, South Carolina. You were doing the Facebook Live earlier where they talked about the impact of this one day, Erin. This one day has empowered them to really magnify the services that they offer their clients.
For a number of our nonprofits, this is their biggest day of giving. They really rely on the community to show up today because a lot of them aren't doing in-person community events anymore. They really rely on you all, our media as well, to help amplify what they're doing. So this is the biggest day of giving for most of our nonprofits.
And I tell you what, I have been so impressed with the way that the giving has grown each year because, y'all, these are some big numbers. You know, I remember one year when we hit $1 million, it was like, that was phenomenal. And I was like, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that again. And you say, we're about, what, I don't know, about halfway or so through the day. Girl, we're pushing $4 million.
Yes, we have over $3 million already. Last year we raised $3.7 million. And we don't try to set numbers like goals for the dollar amount. We set goals for the number of donors. Our goal is to engage as many people as we can in our community to give and to learn about their community and learn about the nonprofits in our community.
And this is where I want to extend an invitation. I posted on my page earlier today during the Hour of Power at 12 o'clock. I matched some donations for Homeless No More, the only shelter in our community that welcomes the whole family, dads, little boys over the age of 12. You know, it's so important to be able to keep families together, and they do a tremendous job of helping to lift families out of poverty and to do a lot of work, to really do the work of helping to find more affordable housing in our community, and also the Hive community, which does such great work for survivors in our community. But those are some of my favorites. I want to support some new organizations too, so y'all y'all go find that post on my Facebook page, make your nominations. I'll make those donations later tonight. But Aaron, that's the other thing. This is such an opportunity to learn about the good work that is being done in our community. Big organizations, but small organizations that are having just as big of an impact.
That's right. One of the ways that you can give is actually to share your testament. Yeah. So organizations that you are committed to, that you know do good work, this is your chance to tell their story, to tell your friends, people you know and love, because they trust you. And so if you take that time to post on your page or to give them a call, they're more likely to give to those organizations. So this is a chance, another way that you can give as well.
Well, and the other thing that's so great about Midlands Gives is that's exactly what it means. The money that you donate stays right here in our community. So when you go on midlandsgives.org, if you want to look by the category and see what kind of speaks to your heart, when you click learn more about an organization, it will tell you how the money is going to be used. And so I talked about Homeless No More earlier. The donations that you're making to that organization this year are going to help provide summer camp, supplies, snacks, field trips, daily meals for families. I mean, you talk about the basics to be able to help them get through the summer months when school is out. It makes a big difference.
It does. And the unique thing about Midlands Gives is these gifts are unrestricted. A lot of nonprofits get grants from the government or from other foundations, and they're for very specific things that they can spend their money on. These grants are unrestricted for them, and so it allows them to say things like, I got to buy food for these kids, yes, which maybe a grant won't fund. And so it allows them to really do the things they need to do, maybe even pay the light bill.
Yes, and the way I like to see it is to meet the needs right where they are and to fulfill those needs. Aaron, thank you for the great work that you and the entire team do